Hello, YouTube. Back at it again. Welcome to Lifestyle Aesthetics, where we teach you how to level up consistently over time. Today, we are working on another concise upper body workout, shoulders and arms. So, I hit a PR. I hit two plates of 45 plus one plate of 25 pounds on each side on this shoulder press machine. I was only able to do one complete rep, and then I have removed those 25-pound plates on each side, and now just going for controlled and slow reps in order to build my strength of shoulder pressing movements. So when you have the neutral grip, it will not only hit the anterior head of your shoulders, but also the lateral head of your shoulders. So building up on the strength for shoulder press movements helps you to pick heavy things upwards and pushing things out of your way. So this is a real life functional type of exercise to become stronger on the upper body. So on the other video, we were mentioning how this is working out rear shoulders and upper back along with the traps. And I really like this movement because this helps you to include the rear shoulders, which is also quite difficult along with the calves to move. And you're gonna feel it a lot when you do upright rows behind the back. So when this also targets your rear deltoids, you're gonna feel all of that stretch on the way up and holding it all the way down. So any type of pulling movement will most likely include the rear deltoids. So such as this one, when you do pronated grip rows, you're gonna feel it a lot where your rear deltoids will feel that activation, especially when you hold it at the top and going at the sole negative. So if you want to do supinated grip rows behind the back, you will feel more on the rear deltoids, and it's also going to be joint friendly when you do it with free weights. So playing around with the weights where I'm decreasing the weight just slightly in order to get a better range of motion, better contraction when I hold it at the top, and going until I cannot do anymore, reaching failure. So this is what you want to do for shoulder day, having multiple angles hit on the rear deltoid to make sure they grow, because growing out the front head of the shoulders and the lateral head of the shoulders are much more easy to grow. So you want to get more volume for rear deltoids. So just perfecting the last one on the higher with the lighter weight, where I'm just making sure that I'm holding it at the top and making sure that I'm focused heavily on that mind muscle connection, trying to make sure that my rear deltoids are being hit a lot. A benefit to this is that this is going to help you with mobility, help you a lot with building strong traps as well, which makes your neck look thicker and stronger as soon as your physique is catching up with the strength that you have. Because if you have a strong body but a skinny neck, is going to look odd and awkward. So make sure to always include some type of trap movement in your upper body days. So tricep extension, and I'm going to superset that with bicep curls standing up. Hitting opposing muscle groups helps you to save time since you are not fatigued on that specific muscle group area. So I am focusing on strength and then doing a drop set for my triceps. So growing the triceps is another thing you want to focus on by doing drop sets in order to make sure that you fill out your sleeves, and slowly progressing on the weight of bicep curls and hammer curls also will help you to reach that double twin peak of your biceps. So putting my feet together helps me to make sure that the dumbbells do not hit my body when I'm doing my bicep curls. So trying to make sure that my elbows and my shoulders are locked in place, And since it's heavy, you do tend to swing, but the important part here is that when you hold the dumbbells at the top right next to your shoulders and slowly letting them go down, that's when you're building the true strength for your biceps. Of course, when you're starting out, I would highly recommend doing that on cable machines, um, going on a lighter weight. So this is the second set of doing tricep extension and supersetting that with the bicep curls. So when I do my arm days now, knowing that we have bicep and hammer curls, we're going to work out different parts of the forearms and biceps. I would alternate in between them and not do both because it would overexhaust the muscle, and then you won't be able to increase the weight depending on what grip you use. So focusing on one type of bicep curl movement will help it to grow and help me to focus more on the better form, controlling the weight. So since we already did rear shoulders with the pronated grip, upright rows behind the back, the volume that I'm talking about now is hitting it at this angle. So with my fist uh, pointing each other like so, and like pulling the weights away from each other is going to hit the upper back and the rear deltoid. So this is one of the machines that will definitely help you grow out the rear shoulders. And after you do a slow control movement with the heavier weight, you're able to rep out on the lower weight. So for this machine, in order to do it properly, what I like to do is to sit like I'm doing a motorcycle, making sure that my chest is at the bench, and then I am pushing the weight, well, the handles away from me, and then I am pulling the handles apart. And you don't have to go all the way back in that sense. Go back as naturally as you can, because if you overextend, you might hurt yourself. Even if you're doing this on lower weight and you overextend back, um, the momentum of you being stronger than that weight will cause you to swing your shoulders forward and propel you in that direction, and you're gonna hurt yourself. So doing these nice, slow and controlled, it's gonna help me grow my rear shoulders, and it's gonna give you that balanced 3D look for your shoulders. You want to fill out all three areas of the shoulders in order to make sure they are well proportioned and well balanced out. So the main muscle groups, if you want to build that aesthetic Greek god or Greek goddess look, would be to making sure that your quads and calves are strong, glutes as well. And regarding the upper body, the three heads of the shoulders must be hit. So that way you have strong, round shoulders. Then you want to focus on the upper back and the chest, upper chest as well. So testing out this machine in this different location in the gym, I realized that setting the seat higher and having your elbows slightly higher on the pads will help you feel a better contraction and doing this safer and more correct. So now that I have found the rhythm, adjusting the weight, adjusting the bench, you need to make sure that everything is set correctly in order to do these until true failure. So after I have done the full range of motion parallel to the ground, I just do partials until I can't do anymore. So I would sometimes drop the weights after doing the heavier set in order to fully exhaust the medial deltoid, right? The lateral deltoid. So this is the part of the shoulder where it helps you to look wider from a frontal or back view. So dropping the weight again, we're able to do another set, and you are essentially lifting with your elbows. Your elbows should point upwards as your hands and wrists stay in a fixed position. They don't move. You're leading with your elbows, but you are not going too far up. You're stopping right where it's directly parallel to the ground in order to make sure that you get that full contraction, right? So that was a shoulder and arms day. So we hit all the three heads of the shoulders, biceps and triceps. Comment down below what is your favorite muscle group to work on. Hit like and subscribe on the video, and I will catch you in the next one. Thank you for watching.